Hey all, welcome back to Neon's Movie Reviews. I'm Neon, this is my review channel, and today we are diving into Friday the 13th, the final chapter. Which is not the final chapter. But before I dive into that, just want to say, if you enjoy my content, please give this video a like, really helps out the channel. And make sure you also subscribe. We are diving into the entire Friday the 13th franchise, and we're also going to be looking at some of the fan films. So make sure you subscribe so you get notifications. And, well, if you actually want to get a notification, you're going to have to hit the little bell in the corner. But diving right into this film, this was... I've mentioned this previously, but studio, for whatever reason, Paramount Pictures was ashamed of this fucking franchise. But it kept making money, people kept wanting more, so they kept making them. But they hated making them, and they were just ashamed of these films. MPAA was ultra harsh on them. Not too bad, because they became more harsh as the franchise went on, but these first four were really, really good for the level of content that the MPAA let them get away with. There's a few scenes in the uncut version that slightly better. There's a kill in the beginning that's just kind of like, oh, okay, that extra shot's not bad, but I enjoy the speed and the ferocity of it much more in the theatrical cut. And most of the other ones just went a lot longer. Like you saw more gore. The final kill of the movie is a lot more graphic in the uncut version, but I personally preferred the theatrical version over the uncut version on this one. But once we dive into spoilers, I'll actually kind of show you the differences here. But yeah, this one, it kind of caps off the whole series. Everything that you've seen, it all kind of brings back, but it all does it in a new way, and it does it really, really well. After this, like, anything after this that was kind of doing the same thing felt old, because this just did it so damn well. And by many, this is the best film in the franchise. I would say it probably is the best movie, like, made, and like on a technical level, everything about it is perfect. But it's not my favorite, though. We'll dive into that probably next week. But yeah, this one's just really, really well done, though. They got Tom Savini back, which is a major plus. And the franchise, or the studio, basically was just like, this is the final chapter. You guys are killing Jason in this one. That's the end of the story. And that's kind of how they sold it. That's how they shipped it. And everybody was just pumped to see the end of this. And it really is just fantastic. You have a group of teens going up to the lake for they rented a house. And then you have this family that lives next door to this house, and just kind of their interactions. And Jason is continuing on his killing spree. Yes, he had the axe in his head, but he's taken to the morgue. Gets up, of course, kills the doctor and a nurse.
Leave me alone!
And escapes. And it's just goes back on his killing spree, and that's your movie. It's a basic Jason movie, but it's done fucking perfectly, and it it does a really cool thing of actually tying the continuity of all the previous 3 films, and it makes the timeline make sense, except for the paradox. Jason and Pamela's motivations are still paradoxical. But it's if you're a fan of movie timelines, or if you're like curious about this kind of stuff, check out the channel Movie Timelines. His first video was on the Friday the 13th franchise, and he kind of goes through the whole thing. But he's absolutely right. This is the first film where they kind of do establish, because first film definitely takes place well before the events of 2, 3, and 4. 2, 3, and 4 are all continued in the, it's a series of days. Like the events happen right after one another. And so in this one, you see a gravestone that shows Pamela Voorhees. I forget what year she was born, but she died in 1979, which means the first film does take place in 1979. And they say the camp was closed for 5 years, puts you in 1984, the year this film came out. It's actually in present time, so it kind of worked out really, really cool. High praise to him. His fucking content is amazing. Definitely check it out. It's really, really fucking good. But I found that fascinating. When I rewatched this film today, I saw that gravestone. I was just like, oh wow, it's right there. That makes perfect sense how he came to that conclusion. I'm going full into spoilers. Fuck this. Don't watch these reviews if you haven't seen these fucking movies. I'll specify if it's non-spoiler. How about that? But this franchise doesn't, from this point on, you don't really even need to worry about spoilers. They're just Jason movies. But this fucking movie. So you have some of the best kills in this. There's probably most people's favorite is fucking Tad, where the hell is the corkscrew? And Jason plops the fucking corkscrew into his hand. Then he starts screaming, cleaver into the face. It's fucking perfect. And you get a couple of his death twitches there. Uncut version, you see a lot more of his death twitches and the blood gushing out and everything, and it just goes on too long. They could have held it for just a little bit more if they wanted to, but it's fine the way it is. And then that's most people's favorite kill in this movie. It's a great fucking kill. But for me, the one that actually disturbs me is the dude in the shower who gets his face just crushed in. Because it's already disturbing seeing his skull kind of get rubbery and crushed in. But the part that disturbs me is you see a shot of Jason kind of pushing in, and you see his nose breaking and the blood gushing out of his nose as it's being broken, and just his face is being crushed in. And that just offered a level of realism to me, and I was just like, oh god, my nose. Oh god. And yeah, for me, it's one of the few disturbing kills of the whole franchise. So I gotta give it props. It's fucking great. And then you got the fucking twins that are in this. You get the one girl who's really creatively killed off screen, but you see the shadow. And then her body's thrown into a wall and impaled. And it's just kind of like, okay, fuck yeah, that's cool. And then they do overuse the slow motion a little bit in this one, because You get the other twin who's like tossed out the window. And it doesn't make any sense how Jason was like just standing there. Like, I don't know where he came from, but especially when you see him from the other shot, like, it just doesn't make sense. The way he jumped through the window and grabbed her does not line up with the next shot where he's standing next to the window and is tossing her out. But she's thrown out the window, crashes into a car in slow motion. It's a good moment. Then later on in the film, you see the dog jump out the window in slow motion and run away. And it's like, okay. And then at the end, you have the final girl, and she runs and jumps out the window. And it's a great fucking physical stunt, but it's all done in slow motion again, and it's just like, all right, were you guys just happy you guys figured out slow motion and it didn't look so choppy like it did in the other ones? And then at the end, you get a one that looks very choppy of Tommy fucking giving the killing blows to Jason. And I love that Jason is actually dead in this. Like, when in the next one, like, they address, like, Jason's fucking dead. And he's really fucking dead. Like, that's the only reason Tom Savini came back, was to kill Jason. And the fucking gore effects on that are just incredible. You get, like, the uncut one is a lot more gory, and you see kind of the head sliding off and a little bit of the brain. But it's just too much. I personally love the slow slide down the machete blade, and as the face is just twitching. It's just, it's incredible. Just incredible special effects at display by Tom Savini and his crew. Like, just incredible. And all the kills are fucking amazing. You can tell a bit of it was cut down from the uncut versions. The girl who's with the banana, who gets the knife stabbed through her throat, it's a decent kill, but it's pretty much bloodless in the theatrical cut. In the uncut version, it's a little bit more disturbing. But most of them there's more blood, and it's just a little bit longer, and if anything, too long. And so it definitely seems like they were just like, oh yeah, look at this, look at what we can do. And it just kind of, probably for pacing reasons, it's a good thing they were cut down. There's the guy who gets the harpoon gun into the dick. Like, that's fucking insane. You get the girl who's, again, with the Kevin Bacon kill, but she's stabbed from underneath the canoe, and it goes out her back. She makes a fucking hilarious noise. Fucking hilarious. But yeah, Jason's all in the water. by the way. Like, in and out of the water all throughout this movie. I'll bring that back up later on, and not in this video as we get further down the series, but there's a reason I'm bringing that up. Jason is definitely swimming around, and he's not supernatural at this point. But yeah, it's fucking fantastic movie. Like, one of the things that I really, really liked about it, and I mean, it's very simple, but my complaints in the first, second, and the third one is the characters have zero development. They're just mindless characters that are all different tropes that are just, for some reason, all hanging out together, and they all are, and you're just like, okay, they're all gonna get killed off. Second one's camp counselors, but you know, they at least explain why they're not really working. It's kind of the first few days where they're just kind of chilling around, and then in the first one, it's camp counselors again, and they're all there for work. So this one, your group of teens they just rented a house for the weekend, and they're all going up to the lake to enjoy it. And you have probably the two couples are probably the least developed. But they're all interesting characters. They're believable for what they are. They're not too tropey. I mean, some of them are, but they're not too bad, and they do deal with like somewhat real issues. Like, I love Crispin Glover and his buddy Teddy, who's just kind of fucking with his head. And Crispin Glover is fucking great as always. But like, none of these characters are ultra jocks or ultra anything. They're just, except for Ted, he's super annoying, but everybody else is just kind of, they're realistic teens, and it's great. And they're all going up there to fuck and have a good time, but they're believable, and it's great. And then you have the family with Tommy and his sister, their dog, and their mom. They're up here because parents just went through a divorce. They're kind of hoping things are going to get back together, and it's just like, okay, it's thin, but it's something. All right, but it makes sense why they're out here, why there's no one else. Like, okay, like okay, I'm down for this. And then you have I'm blanking on the dude's name, but you have a connection to part two. There's the girl who is double impaled, or who gets there's the spear kill, that's the double impalement in part two. The girl in that scene, her brother is looking for Jason. He knows Jason killed her. He's going out for revenge, and it's a nice connection to the second one. Kind of draws everything in. And doesn't quite make sense why he's there so quickly. It's only been a few days, that maybe a week that this stuff's been going on, but sure, I'll buy it. His acting for his death scene is fucking hilarious. It's horrible. He's just explaining what Jason is doing. That's like the most laughable part in this movie. It's pretty bad. But everything else, like, A fucking plus. Like, this is a great slasher movie. It's fucking iconic as hell. This is really where Jason kind of starts forming as a character. Ironic, it's his last film, or last film alive, but you kind of start getting the formation of a character there. And all the performances are perfectly adequate to decent. No one gives a bad performance, which is fine, except for the dude's death scene. But, and because this is pretty much all of your characters. Oh, and then you also have the two twins who are kind of pulled in with the other teens. But like, because you have just such a limited amount of characters, you don't have any other, like, oh, there's a random cop, or this, or this, or this. There's no loose threads. It's just, oh, here's our characters. They're all going to get picked off. And it's fucking good. Dime. Like, what do you guys think about this one? Like, where does this fall in your ranking? Is this one of your favorites? Were you not a fan of this one? Did it feel like a repeat of all the others? Let me know. Like, let me know down in the comments. But that's going to wrap this up. Definitely stay tuned for the next one, part 5. Gonna have a lot of things to talk about on that one. But till next time, hope you all stay safe.